Welcome back, everybody. If you were here the other day, you got to see some Fireside action, and we're back at it again.
That's right. We
Still
are
on
back
round number
here.
one.
Yep, round one. Alamo versus Tomato Cuties. I have been doing my homework, guys. I do know what champions they actually play. Um, so
we,
we are
we've
just
done our
waiting.
we've done our homework on our end this time around, and I
Yep,
actually didn't oversleep, so that's a huge plus. But
it
anyway,
really is. Um,
yeah,
yeah, it looks like we're all ready. What I'm expecting to see here, I'm expecting to see a lot of Ezreal being played.
yeah, we've seen
Fiora,
some of that.
mm-hmm. Udyr top as well. But I'm actually really excited because we do have a Yone player. We might get another one of the matches that we saw yesterday, which was just this Yone just tearing up the rift. I mean, Hullbreaker's second item has got to be one of the most broken things you can do. So hopefully they ban that out. But if not, it's always a joy to see.
Yep, just a quick clarification. I believe yeah, Tomato Cuties will be starting out on the blue side. Alamo, on the other hand, will be on that red side. And if we've seen anything, blue side usually is the better pick. But we'll see if that actually translates from the pros to in this tournament.
Yeah, and it is actually going to be a best of three today.
Yeah,
Um
no, we there's no like no funny things happening because
yeah.
yesterday was it yesterday? I don't even remember. The other day that was real. It was pretty confusing.
Yeah,
It
it
was
was a
like it was like
gentleman's
it,
agreement.
it was a
Yeah.
gentleman's agreement for best of five. If the match went to 1-1 after game two, then we'd play a best of three and no, not best of three. It would turn into a best of three, which means next game would win. And yeah, it just got really confusing really fast. And we're heading into the draft, but where the heck are the bands?
Interesting. I think
I've
what they did
never I've never seen this before.
what it
What in
says
the
waiting. Are these technical difficulties that we're seeing?
no. The waiting is on our end. We're just watching it happen, but this is
Yeah.
really weird. It looks like there's I mean, if they're fine with it, so be it. We're not gonna have bans, so everyone's gonna get what they want unless they get absolutely sniped. We'll see if any we'll see though. Really interesting. Kaisa going to be the first pick, usually a very strong pick, but pretty risky of a first pick right now.
Yeah. So it is actually fearless. So throw everything away.
Throw everything
Throw
away. I
everything
I think it's for fearless drafts. I might
that
have
we just
missed that.
explained.
I might have missed that in the rules, but we'll see.
Okay, so our guy is gonna be locked in. We do know that Moondragon. Wait, not Moondragon. Did I do my homework, guys? Frozen Fish is actually he does have 23 games on that champion um in solo queue, so that might be a comfort pick for that for him.
Ah, yes. So we did our homework for this matchup, but we didn't do our homework for the tournament format. So
Yeah.
every match here is fearless draft. And if you don't know what
Oh
fearless
wow.
draft is, basically everyone can get what they want, but game two rolls around, you can't pick that champion anymore. So every champion you see here cannot be picked in game number two. Doesn't matter on
Yeah.
which side you are. It doesn't matter if you win or lose. You can't pick that champion for the rest of the series.
And now Zaya is gonna be locked in. That's another comfort pick, one that we've been seeing a lot in their match history and in solo queue. So I think it's pretty cool. But here's the thing: if everyone is picking their one tricks now, what will happen? When we get into the later games, everyone's just gonna be playing champions that they're not the best on. But Zyra Khan, strong pick really. As now Volibear is the first second round pick.
do we even have to say second round? Because
Actually, I don't know. I
yeah,
don't
I
think
don't know.
so.
I don't know
Yeah.
either. I was gonna say. I feel like it's a
Yeah.
little redundant at that point.
And
Just
now they're talking it over.
yeah, they're figuring it out. They're figuring out what
Taking their
champions
sweet
to
time.
yoink. They're gonna. They're oh wait, I didn't even realize. I just realized. Alamo just trying to go all in on this bot lane, going to take away Zyra Khan. Trying to see
Yeah.
what they can get out of it. If they do get a win, that's really cool. But if they don't win, then it's gonna absolutely suck. Cause after the Zaya, after the Rakan, what other support really is there left to work with at that point?
Yeah, and whoa. And Oriana is gonna be locked in. I was actually
What?
expecting. Okay, so wait.
So Poppy has to go jungle. Urgot has to go
Yeah.
top. Kai says
It,
so it has to be Oriana support is what
yeah,
I'm getting out of
Oriana
this.
support. I feel like Nautilus
Interesting.
could have been. I was really expecting a
Nautilus
Nautilus
would have
here.
been so good here, but
Yeah.
I don't know, man. But
And we're on blue
Mordekaiser,
side.
yeah, the Mordekaiser will be that final pick for Alamo. I
Oh,
lied.
it's
It suddenly
switched to
morphed into a
cannon.
cannon.
Okay, so
uh,
now that
huh.
might be a cannon mid, I think. Cannon mid to combat that
Probably,
Akali.
yeah. But it's gonna be an interesting matchup. This Akali can just perma push and get into Kennon's face early game. It's gonna be very simple for Akali to win this game, but Kennon obviously is a range champion. He can just poke them down, but assuming that Akali goes like fleet footwork, combine that with the Dorn shield, it's probably
Yeah.
not gonna matter a whole lot in terms of poke, at least in the early game, but you never know. He could easily pop off, or he can just be like the Shy and go 0 and 5.
Yeah, so I actually like Tomato Cuties. I like their team comp better here, especially because of that Zyra Khan. They have so much of that bot lane power, and they do have that cannon ult. I think that their team fight is just overall better because if we look over here on the blue side, it's a lot of single target damage, with the Akali, Urgot, and the Kaisa. So, um, yeah, overall, like the red team, their comp team fight wise, I think is just better.
It's so wombo combo potential on the red
Hmm.
side. Like you said, like the volley bear can just get that pump in some AoE. Graves naturally does AoE. Rakan can easily set up the teams, and then Zaya and Kennen can just
Yeah,
absolutely
perma
wipe the floor.
stun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so much AoE, and then on the other hand, like you said, like a lot of single target damage, a lot of pick potential coming in with that Poppy stun, with the Akali ultimate, so on and so forth. They do have a little bit of team fight potential, maybe through the
hmm,
Kaisa, maybe through the Shockwave, maybe even if this Urgot does get a multi-man terror of I'm getting scared because this is Urgot
yeah.
support.
Is it? Oh wow, you're
It's
right. It
Urgot
is
support.
Urgot
It's
support
Urgot support,
and
and the
Akali
Akali is
top.
going top.
What
What?
kind of tech are you looking
What?
at?
What are they cooking?
I don't know.
I'm I'm excited. This is
Yeah,
weird. This is so
yeah.
weird, but it's really fun. This is gonna be
It's like,
that changes a lot of things. Urgot very notorious in buffering a lot of CC abilities, so if Frozen Fish can time his E perfectly, he can completely just negate Rakan's knockup and potentially turn a fight around, but we'll have to wait and see. Urgot does have a lot of damage, but he's going to be lacking in range, which Zaya and Rakan could easily punish.
yeah, this is like a carrier kind of pick, honestly. Like it's like Twitch. It's like carrier's Twitch support lock in. Yes,
Ooh, yeah,
interesting to say
I
the
don't
least.
know. But the Poppy I honestly like as a pick into
Yeah.
Alamo. It's something worth mentioning. I mean, obviously the Graves and the Rakan get countered by the Poppy. Volibear also gets countered, believe it or not.
Oh, really?
His Q is a dash. When he does the slam, when he like actually gets in range of someone to like stun,
Oh, yeah. I think I
that part
have
is
been
a
disabled by that before.
that part is a dash, and not I don't think a lot of people know that. So we'll see if that
Do you think it'll be the
Even
same for Ken and E as well?
I don't think it's Kennedy shouldn't trigger because Kennedy isn't a dash
It's a
unless he
movement.
proto belts. Then that might change a bit of things.
Yeah, yeah.
Or rocket
Uh,
belt. Well, I don't know. I'm still gonna say proto belt anyway. Either way,
yeah.
oof. I think that's enough for us. We're gonna try to figure out what tomato cuties are cooking and see if they can actually win this game. But we'll see after this break. So don't go anywhere. Welcome back.
Okay.
Nothing happened in the technical side. No. We don't talk about
Yeah.
that. We're
We did
here.
not have
We're
spectator
this
data.
is what matters. We're in the game. We're balling. We are straight balling.
Yeah. Looking here at the bot lane side for Which team is red? It's Tomato Cuties, right?
The Alamo on the red
Okay.
side. The blue side is going to be the Tomato Cuties,
Ah, okay,
I
okay, okay.
believe. Yes.
So Alamo, they have really aggressive summoner spells here. They have the Ghost Exhaust. So yeah, like straight out of the water, they're trying to win game one here with that Zyra Khan duo. We're not gonna see any cheese here. No
Uh,
5-man
mm,
invade.
there's a cheese
Actually,
right there. There's a little bit of a cheese going on there. Kaisa and Frozen
yeah,
Fish. I mean, they do have the early. They do have the better damage early game with the Urgot,
yeah,
with the pressy attack. So it would make sense for them to go for this aggressive positioning, but it's all gonna matter as to which way first Stellax and Gengar decide to move. Let's see what Urgot starts with E, so he starts off with the flip.
mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, a flip. Wait, Singe Urgot. There we go.
Since Urgot.
Nice. We talked about this. We were like they removed Volibear's flip, so like it kind of sucks to do the Singe Volibear bot lane that I used to do a while back. We're talking years ago,
Oh,
but oh wait,
they don't
here we
know that
go.
they're in there. They're just gonna go straight in, and Rakana's gonna be popped up. Is gonna take that full stack Kaisa damage. Is gonna be chunked down to half health. But that's just a bad trade going on
Not
for
b-
Alamo here.
it's not bad for Alamo to survive this. I mean, yeah, they Gengar had to use the exhaust on the Urgot, but overall,
Yeah, they're in pretty good
it's still
shape.
somewhat of a miracle. But they do. But then again, Tomato Cuties, they do take advantage of that, and will just get that bottom lane priority. Has the level 2 right now, and could just threaten something. But Alamo's bot lane also responding with their own level 2.
Yeah, and they do have that ward in that bush. And the one thing about Rakan is that his early game isn't that strong compared to his late. So they could
Ooh, some heavy trading
punish
going in.
that.
Ignite's gone down. Might be an aggressive trade here. Never mind. Never mind.
So positive thinking does not have flash, is forced to use that ghost, however. And now,
It's
oh,
funny.
both
It's
top
funny.
laners
It's
actually
funny
got
because yeah,
flash.
it's funny because both of them don't have any way of mobility or like a
So
mobility
now
summoner.
he's just gonna TP back there. And now level 3 popped.
Ooh yeah, it's just
Crystal
heavily
Alex taking
bullying
some
right now.
damage.
Ling Q just outmatching this Kennen right now. Honestly, I feel like they picked up the Kennen to try to counter the Akali, but surprise, it's
Yeah.
not gonna happen. And
As Padoru in the
oh,
top lane is gonna ground. Positive thinking is trying to run away. It
no
looks like he
ghost.
has no tools to escape, and that's first blood going to Achilles there.
Yeah, and poison water. He's looking for an aggressive trade. He knows Ling Q has no mana, but the passive from Oriana is still gonna do a bit of work, and yeah, that's gonna burn the flesh.
Yeah, he's gonna be able to get
Oh
away
wait,
there, but Padoru and Moondragon cross paths. But Moondragon's just able to dash over that wall. Safety. Now they're looking for something here, I think. Padoru's helping Lin push in that wave here. Poison Water's 1 HP. He doesn't want to lose out on this cannon wave. Is it too aggressive?
oh, he wants that kill onto poison water. He should
Yep,
be able to get out of
Padoru
this.
is not going to lose that wave at the end of the day, though. And Padoru is going back into the river. And now here in the
Yeah,
bot lane.
props to Moondragon for coming in, showing up just to force Padoru off that wave, try to stop him from denying Poison Water's wave, keep him in this game right now because he is slowly getting behind, only behind 10 CS, but it could have been way worse had Padoru was able to get a kill or at the very least deny it some farm.
And now they do have control of that middle bush here. Alamo's their wave is in a safe spot right now. They are vulnerable to a gank. They have no vision. Tomato Cuties have no vision in that bush over there. So Graves is on the bot side. He could make a move as Grand Entrance not going to connect.
It's kind of hard for him to connect it, honestly, especially when Urgot naturally tanky, could respond with the E. Combine that with the
Hmm.
shield. Kaisa can obviously just press a single button and just right click his way out of there. But look at this though. Padoru wants to look for something. Moondragon, on the other hand, did go for a back, try to get an item, and look at that, the CC buffer coming in.
Is just gonna battle dance his way out of there. Is out of mana. Gengar not able to do much there. They're both half HP. I think both want to look for a reset at least before
Ooh,
they fight for Drake.
yeah, Kaisa's not doing so hot in the HP department, but Achilles has level 6 first.
Is gonna dash under that tower. Positive thinking has no mana or health, but isn't able to secure the kill.
Ooh,
As
wait,
now
that's a
Flash is
kill.
gonna be used. Gengar is gonna be taken out by that Urgot, and now it's gonna be a 1-for-1 trade here. As Crystal Alex
Ooh,
is
might be.
so insanely low, is gonna
Is he by
flash
the?
out into that bush. Alcove Gaming, they're both 1 HP. Dash in. She does have that shield.
Ooh,
Is not able
okay.
to sidestep that. And that's going to be 2 kills going on the way for Tomato Cuties.
Ooh, is this slicing maelstrom angle? Nope, nope. He's gonna hold it.
He
Shockwave is
is
also
safe.
available, but it happened off the screen. But I think Crystalix tried to use his E onto the Urgot, but the Urgot just flashes and dodges away from it. Poison Water might be in a bit of a bad spot right now. You
As
might want to
Padoru
use the slicing
Flash,
maelstrom. You might want to. Okay.
he's just going to die there. Flash is going to be used by Padoru. He doesn't have that tool for Drake, but it doesn't matter. Graves is top lane. It looks like
I
he's
think it
trying
was
to.
definitely doable for Poison Water to turn it. Had he popped his ultimate, I think he
Yeah,
might
he
have at the
was
last
waiting
second.
for
It's
it.
on cooldown right now.
Oh, wow.
Maybe
You're right.
it might have been. It might have been burned at the very last second. He greeted a little bit, waited on it too much. He definitely could have killed the Oriana with the ignite as well. But we'll
Yeah,
see.
definitely. As a double
Ooh,
knockup from Gengar is gonna have to use that battle dance to get out of there, but Crystal Alex not able to put down the damage. They're still level 5 as Kaisa is also level 6. She could have been able to be really aggressive here, but I feel like they were just too close to their towers. Now
yep.
they're gonna get vision in this river. Looks like they want to prepare for Drake, but Gengar isn't really healthy right now.
Yeah, Chris Alex is trying his best to push the wave. Yeah, Tomato Cuties, they are well aware of it. There is some vision down that river on their end. We'll see how Alamo play this out for the time being. Ling Q is heading down. Oh,
Now
wow.
they both hit 6. Grand Entrance doesn't find anyone. The
Oh,
quickness
wait a
does get a
minute.
charm, but not enough damage. And
Moondragon.
now Moondragon is so insanely low, he's just gonna be killed because he's just soloing that Drake.
They had
Bot lane wasn't able to walk up.
yeah, Tomato Cuties had vision of it. Bot lane didn't have that big of a prio on the side of Alamo, and bit of a questionable play coming in from Moondragon trying to solo that dragon while in vision of Tomato Cuties.
Yeah, and now Padoru is in the bot side. Could go for a lane gank. He isn't in vision here. Gengar is in that bush. He is half health, and I
Fedoro's
think they might call it
lurking.
off.
He is he is looking for something, but he can't find anything.
Yeah, they're just gonna call off the gank as Padoru is just heading to her Krugs. No,
Yeah, we're
in the
kind of
top lane.
heading into a little bit of a lull state right now. Both teams really don't have a whole lot to fight for other than the Herald, but I'm not sure if any of these teams will start prioritizing
Yeah, and
the
if anything,
objective.
Tomato Cuties is well in their position to get that Rift Herald. I mean, there's this Akali is 20 CS up, also has a kill on him, and he's just shoving it in.
Yep, shoving the wave. Wing Chun Q doing the same as well. Yeah, there's some question marks happening on the side of Alamo. They're not sure if they're doing it right now. Achilles
Goes back
doing a
in.
lot of work. Already has the alternator. Combine that with the blasting one. That's already a lot of AP on the side of the Sakali, and that's gonna definitely affect this lane very like in a big way. Because positive thinking, he's forced to go to Merc Treads. And as I say that, oh, Shockwave. Not quite gonna connect. Lynching Q. Does spot out Moondragon. And that's great
And
information. Padoru's still on that Rift Herald, but it does seem like Alamo are well aware of it.
it looks like they're not going to be able to contest simply because that poison water is just so insanely low. Does have the slicing maelstrom. I think he should look for back here. And
And
Rift Herald is going to be secured.
yep, Mini Cuties will pick it up. Definitely should be able to use it before the 14-minute mark, which is when the plates will go down.
And now the bot lane, the wave has shifted. Now Alamo is pushing in this time. But there is no Drake. No Drake for another 2 minutes. They're just going to be able to get a reset here. And Akali as well. Finish her Sork boots. Now Padoru is gonna find Moondragon in her own jungle. But no aggressive moves are made. TP is going to be used by Lin. And Moondragon's in the area.
Oh, they're trying to set up. They're trying to set up something. Maybe try to get a
Yeah, that
shutdown onto
Rakan.
this from this Oriana. Already sitting at a 200 gold bounty, and they really want it. I think he
Yep.
got spotted. I don't know.
Gengar has all summoner spells.
Some the Graves got spotted. He's just sitting there. Not
And
quite
Urgot
sure.
spots out Gengar.
Yeah, not quite sure what's going on there. Frozen Fish does get spotted up by a control ward, so but he is there in case Alamo decide to go for a play, but they might just back away, shake hands, do their own thing.
Yeah, in this top lane, let's talk about it. 25 CS almost ahead
Oh,
this
this Akali is
Akali.
just bullying. Already hit the now has the level 9. Frozen Fish gets a nice little surprise. Oh, wait a minute. Some heavy
But
trading.
here in the top lane, positive thinking hits level 10 is going to have to use the sweepers to find Achilles.
Oh, there's
They're just
more
punching
fighting.
it out.
Paduru. Oh, wait, Paduru has
Double
the
knockup is found. Kaisa is going to go in there with that killer instinct. Gengar so
oh my
low is
god.
going to have that healing, but flash in. And now that Zaya is going to be executed. That fear beyond death is going to take away that ADC. And now they have so much prio for Drake. It's up in 25 seconds. As the poison water does have control in this bush, is going to be able to hit a stun there.
Yeah, really well
Just
played.
trying to.
Oh my god, that was dangerous from Kaisa, but really well played on the side of Tomato Cuties. They knew they had the item spice. They knew they had the mythic advantage. This Poppy, the Padoru, he's sitting at a Sunder, so he was definitely going to be winning that fight, and just barely right before the plate timing expires, they are going to use a Herald, and they will break open this mid tower.
Yeah, and breaking that mid tower has so much value as they're able to have so many flank angles that they could set up for that. As now Drake is up. Drake is live. Padura is making her way down there. But Crystal Alex is back in lane. They don't have any control over the river vision. And I think they're just gonna take this for free. Doesn't look like that Alamo are really interested in contesting this. So we have a 6,000 gold lead almost, and they're just gonna keep snowballing here, I feel.
Yeah, 7 kills to 1 right now. Mythics are starting to pull in on the side of Tomato Cuties. They are very well in control right now.
Yeah, and positive thinking because of how oppressive that Akali has been all game. He's rushing Spirit Visage. So we're gonna lose out on a lot of damage here on the top lane.
But all in all, it seems like positive thinking is just going for the tank build instead of like the I guess the AD build that we do see from time to time, but here we go, a little
The
play.
quickness paired with slicing Maelstrom, Shockwave will find them and flash out is gonna be flashed in by that cannon. And now Lin is going to be taken away. Unfortunate, that was an amazing Shockwave, but two ults, the quickness and the slicing Maelstrom are just too much for her.
They finally
As
get the
now they're
shutdown on
pinging.
that. They finally get the shutdown on that Ori. So really well played on the side of Alamo if they want to try to get back into this game, and that is
Yeah.
definitely the first step in doing so. And Kaisa,
Crystal Alex all by
oh whoa whoa
herself
whoa
is
whoa
gonna
whoa whoa
find the
whoa,
root.
hey Kaisa,
It's gonna find the Feather Storm. That's just gonna be a solo kill. And now the TP coming down, Frozen Fish. Crystal Alex is so incredibly low, but she's staying under that tower safety, and two TPs going on the side. They just match TPs here in the bot lane. Crystal Alex should be able to get out of
ooh,
here. Really great play by
that
Achilles,
was a
though.
really well timed flash by Crystalix. He was able to just dodge away from the Urgot ultimate and the Kaisa autos at the same time and was able to get away with the kill thanks to the tower from Kaisa and ooh, that's a
Positive thinking
that's not
is
what
gonna
you want
have
to
to
see.
use the Stormbringer to get out of there.
Oh,
As Bedoru is interrupted, but he does get the stun.
yeah,
And
we talked about this earlier. Yeah. The rocket belt going to get interrupted
yeah,
by the poppy. The E doesn't trigger it, but the rocket belt will. So, there you have it. We
Mythbusters
got
on League of Legends.
yeah, we learn.
Now Rift Herald is going to be up. Alamo, they do have objective bounties here, so I feel like they should be prioritizing those. As now Lin is just taking free damage, and now Padoru does have the smite advantage over Moondragon for this Rift Herald. Once again, we are seeing another objective taken by Tomato Cuties, and it's just not
Ooh, they're
even.
gonna go for it. I don't think they got it. No, they didn't get it. Oh,
Shockwave finds three. Gengar is gonna have to use Battle Dance to get out of there. Is gonna be able to heal, but
god damn.
Moondragon falls out in the end. Oh my goodness, what was that damage? That
Sunder plus Dark Harvest, baby.
Oh my goodness, I was not
I didn't
expecting.
expect that either. Didn't think the Sheen proc would be that insane. Oh, he gets interrupted again. Wait, he
Poison
might get punished
Water.
here.
The double knockup is not good enough as Poison Water just dies. Crystal Alex is gonna use that Feather
Oh god.
Storm, and now that's just an Akali triple kill.
There we go. There's the cleanup from that 3-band shockwave that Ling Q was able to pull off during that fight.
Yeah,
And,
and
the AoE was enough for Achilles to eventually clean up. But
I was
then again, this is not a good spot for Alba to be in. You just lost a fight for the second Herald. There's no objectives going on for at least another minute. And you're losing towers right now left and right. So what can you really do in this position? You are just falling further and further behind. You are losing out on map control. It's slow. Tomato Qs are just suffocating them ever so slightly.
Yeah, I feel like the only way out of this for Alamo to win is if they just hyper farm really. They just need to hyper farm. They do have a better team fight, I still feel like, but they were just but Tomato Cuties were just able to snowball off of their smaller leads, and it doesn't even matter. Like if you're that fed, the draft doesn't even matter. As now Drake is going up in 10 seconds. Padoru doesn't have vision on that bush, and they're hiding in there as Frozen Fish
Yeah.
is going to be able to zone them off. Positive thinking, his TP is up in a few seconds, but it's not currently there.
Tomato Cuties know they're very ahead right now. And they just kind of just walk in, try to force them out, and that's exactly what they're gonna do. And
Yeah, they
just like
can't
that.
even contest that. As now the TP going back to the top lane. So positive thinking does lose out. He's not in that Drake fight, and he doesn't even get the tower there. And now Baron is spawned. They are clearing the vision. I feel like they do want to go for it. If Alamo want a chance at actually winning this game, they need to flip this Baron.
And
As now
doesn't
Padoru finds the stun
oh
onto positive thinking.
that wasn't
Ult
supposed
is
to
going to be
happen.
used. As the quickness and battle dance are going to find them both. Positive thinking lives to see another day. But now he's so incredibly low, and he loses out on that ultimate. He's not able to have that for the Baron fight.
Does have teleport to join the fight, however, but it definitely is a miracle seeing Positive Thinking just walk his way out of that after what seemed like a very botched ultimate. Oh my god, what a stun!
Killer Instinct is gonna go and finds that Azaya. Gengar is so incredibly low, but that shield is just gonna keep him alive. Moondragon is gonna take that hit from Urgot's ultimate. But they're just gonna drop the rift and they're just gonna take Baron here.
Yeah, Chris Alex is gone for 20 seconds. Gengar is going to be gone for essentially the same amount of time, forced to go back and forced to heal, and it's just a 3v5 on the map. And with that, it's going to be a free Baron going over to me the Cuties, even though they only got one pick.
Yeah, and I feel like this was their win condition. This was Alamo's win condition. It is so insanely hard to win after they just lost that objective. They weren't even interested in contesting either, as Positive Thinking was just continuing that split push. Isn't gonna find the tower anyways. So now they just lose so much here, and the lead is up to a 10k gold lead for Tomato Cuties. Not looking too great for them, but objective bounties are still up. There is a possible chance for them to get gold here, but they just have so much control in this map. Like, look at the wards, look at their positioning. Like, they can't even farm in their own jungle. That's how much pressure that Tomato Cuties have been able to accumulate, and this Positive Thinking is just gonna keep getting matched. Is not able to take any towers down. He's been trying all game, but to no avail.
Yeah, Baron on the field, 10,000 gold now in favor of Tomato Cuties and Gengar.
Gengar flash. The quickness is gonna find too, and that's just gonna be you'll pick. Kaisa's out. Frozen Fish as well. That's gonna be 2 kills going for Alamo here. Those were 2 really insane picks here. This is exactly what they needed to turn the game back.
Oh, they're
As
going to keep going.
Gengar misses his grand entrance, but Slicing Maelstrom is gonna find 2.
Oh my
Madoru
god.
is gonna be able to live,
Unless...
but
Oh,
Lin dies.
wait a minute. This is Kali, though.
Achilles here to clean up. Finds 1. Is looking for more. Does have the second dash for that perfect execution. As Positive Thinking is in the area, he is able to save them and get them out of there. But 2 for 2.
That was a very, very nice play coming in from Alamo there. That was they do fine too. They punish the overextension coming in from Tomato Cuties, and they do
Yeah,
it
that flash over
flawlessly.
the wall.
Yeah, there was no vision in there. They get punished for they essentially punished the vision control coming in from Tomato Cuties there. They should have had wards up in that top side. They do have a little in the bot side, but
Yeah, and now Drake is up in 35 seconds. As that Akali's just so insanely fed. Spirit Visage is finished on the side of that Volley Bear here. And they're going to be able to get that vision control of that river. As it seems, Frozen Fish is in that angle.
oh my
As
god.
Gengar, the quickness is going to pop. Doesn't find anyone as that movement speed from that Poppy is just too much. And it looks like they're going for Frozen Fish now. As Grand Entrance is going to find that stun goes. And bye-bye, Kennen is
Oh
going to
my
be
gosh,
knocked away.
Shockwave.
And now Stormbringer goes off. Achilles in the Shroud. Featherstorm used as well. Crystal Alex is going to root 2, but is going to be eliminated from that perfect execution coming from that Akali. And it looks like they can't. Stun is going to be found onto that Rakan. Killer Instinct is going to go in.
Oh my god.
It's able to get out of there just for now. That
Getting it
battle
out.
dance onto that Volley Bear is going to help him live there, but they just can't contest the Drake now. That Kaisa, just so insanely strong. They only need 3 members of that team to take that Drake. And again, another objective is being taken. That's going to be Soul. Another objective is being taken without them being able to contest at all.
Oh
So we did
boy.
see a little bit of a slip up earlier, but it looks like they've got their lead right back.
Tomato Cuties need to slip up a lot in order for Alamo to come back into this game. It was nice seeing that heads up play coming in from Alamo to try to get themselves back into it, but it's slowly slammed shut by Tomato Cuties with this soul with that team fight.
Yeah, they were just down in every single objective. They have no towers. Alamo has no towers taken.
They don't have a
They
single
have,
objective.
yeah, zero dragons, and I'm pretty sure they lost out on both Rift Heralds as well.
Yeah, no Rift Heralds, no no dragons, no towers. You're just very behind stat wise at this point in terms of gold, in terms of just raw stats in general. And it's a
Yeah,
matter of time
Padoru.
for Tomato Cuties to close out this game, unless a miracle happens on the side of Alamo.
Yeah, Padoru's just putting in the work. Already has a 40 CS lead as well. Um, 11 assists. Padoru
And
is
it's
such
going
a team
straight
player.
top lane.
As now positive thinking is in such a bad place. He's gonna have to use the Stormbreaker to get out of there. Shield is gonna have to be used as well. Is gonna be able to walk away, but now he's losing his tools. He keeps having to force that ultimate just to get away, just from the presence of that jungler.
Tomato Cuties should start looking for a fight right now. They have a perfect opportunity. Volibear no ultimate. No ghost even, but
Yeah,
not gonna matter a
same
whole lot.
story.
But I wonder if they're tracking summoners, because Poison Water and Crystalix are sitting at no flash. But yes, Poison Water does have Rocket Belt. Yes, Crystalix does have the Feather Storm to try to get himself out to safety. Combine that with the Ghost. But right now, they are just forcing Alamo out of this jungle, and they might even get a pick or two, unless Poison Water is able to just barely get away. And it's essentially just a dance-off between these two teams, but right now, one team is clearly winning.
Yeah, it looks like Tomato Cuties, they don't even want to fight that Baron right now. They just want to get a kill here and end the game, it feels. And they do have some control, as now they're going to be taking those Raptors. Gengar knows that they don't have vision in that bush.
Oh, he's gonna get caught. He's pinned.
And
Padoru's
now,
forcing Rakan to not use any form of mobility. He can't use the W. He can't use the E. The only thing he has is the flash. But before Gengar thinks about that, he's getting pinned to death.
yeah, and now they just lose on so many resources because of that pick. Rakan can't ult. He can't use that grand entrance to kind of CC them, and now they're just gonna take a free Baron because of that pick.
Moondragon has to go for a steal here. There's no other way for him to get himself back into this game, but it's not gonna happen. Slicing Maelstrom even gonna be used. And that's
Yeah,
another
doesn't
kill
find
and
the
a second
steal.
Baron. Oh boy. That was pretty scary though. Moondragon almost had that.
Yeah, now the gold lead is up by 13k. There's just not much that Alamo can do here. As the Elder Drake is gonna spawn in 2 minutes. I don't know. I feel like that because of that Rakan, we could see an insane comeback if they do if they do secure that Elder. It seems very unlikely, but I always want to root for the underdog here, as Gengar is in really aggressive positioning. He's in no man's land right now. I wouldn't want to be there, as Padoru is gonna cut off
Oh god.
Gengar, and now he's just gonna be stunned. Huge damage from that Oriana. And he's just gonna die there. Gengar getting caught out once again. And now they're just gonna push this bot lane out as Keeper's Verdict. Featherstorm is gonna go off. Root is found onto Frozen Fish, but that huge shield is gonna be used. Looks like Akali is going for a back here. They can just end. I feel like they can just end here.
Yeah, there's nothing left in the tank on the side of Alamo right now. This is done and dusted. One more Baron push, and that should be all she wrote for Alamo in this game number one, but They're gonna play it safe. Tomato Cuties, they're gonna back away for the time being. They will try to push that mid tower.
Poison
They
Water,
do.
though,
Oh,
is looking for blood as Crystal Alex is able to get that kill there on that Urgot. He was a little flying too close to the sun here, and is going to get picked off.
yeah, and there's an extended fight happening in the top side.
Flash is going to
They're
go.
getting desperate.
Keeper's Verdict does hit that Kennen, and he's going to be killed as well, as Crystal Alex has no Featherstorm, is going to have to use that Flash. Crystal
Oh,
Alex
he's
still
still
alive,
going.
is able to find that Poppy. But Kaisa is just going to take her out. Unfortunately, it was such an amazing fight from that Crystal Alex that
Yeah, they.
Zaya was able to put up a valiant effort. Now, positive thinking is the last man standing.
What can he do here? Let's see. It's really. Yeah, he's trying to seduce his way out of here. He's trying his best, but unfortunately, this will be a Tomato Cuties game in this best of three.
Yep. Game one going over to Cuties.
That was a very honestly a very textbook play coming in from Tomato Cuties. They had the early game, they got all the objectives they wanted. They given the first dragon was a little late, but overall, Tomato Cuties very pretty clean game. Besides the pick off happening on the side of Alamo, which was honestly really well played, but in the end, the better team wins in this game, and Tomato Cuties will do just that as they take game number 1. Ooh,
Yeah, and what I saw was that
oh,
they were really
that's
able
not
to
supposed to
play
happen.
as a team. They were always together, always fighting for objectives, and you just love to see that on the side of Tomato Cuties.
And with that,
Uh,
I think that'll be it from us for now. And whenever game 2 happens, we will get back to you on that, and we'll be right back. We is so back.
Hello, everyone.
Yes, we is
Um,
so back.
Straight into draft, the Yone is going to be the first pick. The one thing that I love to see is the Hull Breaker Yone. So fair, so balanced. As Syndra is going to be the answer in the mid lane, I think. Um, you can never know with these teams. They're always cooking up something like that. Or got support that we saw
And
last game.
just to rephrase, this is also Fearless Draft. So whatever you saw in game number 1, you're not seeing them again.
Mm-hmm.
You can forget about them. They're done. They're done. They're dusted. They're off in the bench. So right now I believe the list of champions that are no longer allowed to be played, I believe, is uh Akali, Volibear, Poppy and Graves, Ori and Kennen, Zyra Khan, and Kaisa Urgot. And yes, Urgot support was played, and yes, they won. Somehow.
Yep. And now the junglers are both gonna pick, and it's gonna be Sejuani versus Maokai. This could be a good Silas angle for Alamo here,
and
simply to
another
take away.
another thing worth mentioning. Alamo did switch to the blue side, and made the Cuties. They're switching over as well to the red side. So
Yeah, and because they do have that red side selection, Caitlyn Lux is gonna be their pick here. We know that Caitlyn Lux is really good on the red side, simply because of like the range. And it's just easier to hit the skill shots as Lux. And now Ezreal Karma is going to be the answer. Another iconic duo that we've seen in a lot of the pro leagues here. So two iconic duos in the bot lane, as Udyr is going to be the final pick, as we did our homework, and one of them is an Udyr top one trick. So really excited to see that one.
it'll be a
Now,
very, very interesting draft so far. Caitlyn Lux, like you said, very, very strong. Also, a pretty popular bot lane combo, as well as the Ezreal Karma. Both of these teams actually have Ezreal players, so it's surprising to see one of them pick up the Ezreal. Top off with the Yone. I know there's someone in this lobby that plays the Yone very well, and we'll see if that'll actually matter. Because Alamo, they need to win another game in order to keep themselves alive in this I in the series, in this tournament in general. I believe. I mean, the Cuties, they did win game number 1. They are sitting on the red side, and they are up 1 game. So one more game, they win the entire series. If they don't, gotta play another one. I'm I don't know what I'm doing. Hold on. There we go. Yes, transition. Wow.
yeah, and I think that the red side's team comp is really strong. They do have the Maokai ulti, which is one of the most uh insane ults. That's why the Silas angle is so valuable when Maokai is picked. But Sejuani is there to match. I mean, the Glacial Prison also really strong as a team fight ability. And once again, we're seeing a lot of single target damage on the blue side.
This time it's Alamo hooking up this single target damage. They do have that single target picks, positive thinking, back on it. Finally getting to play his signature. Will I even say signature? Is his most comfortable.
Yeah,
Well, we'll say
yeah,
most comfortable on the Udyr. He, I'm gonna just say he has 200
yeah.
games on Udyr top specifically, and I'm expecting some uh, some plays, but we'll see. We'll see if that actually does happen when he's matched up against, I believe, is a Darius. Darius is one of those lame bullies that I personally don't like playing against, but we'll see if this
Yeah.
will work out in TC's favor. But right now, a lot of people in Alamo have their comfort picks. like Crystalix on the Ezreal. I believe Gengar on the Yone. Yes, Gengar on the Yone.
Yeah, that Gengar is a menace on Yone. Um, really excited to see his gameplay. He does have a
He has a
100% win rate in 4 games.
mm,
So
it's got
yeah.
to mean something.
Mm-hmm.
We have to
So
wait and see. We should probably talk about the other side. With this Maokai, you did touch up on that Maokai. Like Maokai Ultimate, very strong, very strong in team
mhm.
fights. Syndra naturally good at team fights. Now has scaling, so it could help this Caitlyn get out of that mid game slump that is very notorious for Caitlyn players usually, where she pops off, goes like 4-0 in lane, and then just disappears in the mid game
Yep.
because everyone else scales harder than Caitlyn.
Yeah, and I feel like they just have so much utility, the red team, because of that Lux root, the scatter the weak, Syndra. It's just so much CC on that side. Possibly to shut down the Yone, because I feel like, if the Yone is able to get a good dash up on you, is able to get that Q3 and get the fate sealed, it's kind of wraps, because
Yeah,
that combo is just so devastating. So hopefully to shut him down while he is in that spirit, in in his spirit form.
and we'll see if Tomato Cuties can shut down Alamo or will they pick themselves back up and take away this game number 2. But we'll see once find out the outcome of this game number 2. So don't go anywhere.
Okay, and we're back. Oh,
And we're not back.
a summoner is disconnected. Could expect to see a pause here, but if it's
Oh
blind, is it able? Are we able to pause if it's a blind?
no. Unfortunately,
Nope.
they can't pause when that if that's the case. But right now, I'm going to figure out the sound issue coming in from this game. So for the time being, we're gonna figure this out quick. Aha.
Okay, so Looks like Padoru is gonna start. No, is gonna start red, I think. As Moondragon is making his way towards that bot side.
Oh my god, I think I fixed it. I fixed the sound.
And we have fixed the issue.
We have fixed the issue, and you can now hear stuff on in Twitch, I believe. I'm seeing the sound bar go up. Yeah, we're definitely cooking something here. Let's bring this down a little bit because it's loud on my end. But either way, we are finally into this game. Get hype.
Yeah, here in the mid lane, I feel like that this is going to be this Yone mid is gonna make or break the team. I feel. He was seen on the support last game, but we did have a role swap. Poison Water is now on support, and Gengar is here in the mid lane.
Ooh, level 2 gonna be swiftly hit by Q. But Gengar responds. Q doesn't have stun. Gengar can just wail on him.
He's just gonna bully him here, gonna get that extra chunk damage, kind of just to get back for what they did earlier.
But in the end, it wasn't even trade, thanks to those minions in favor of Q.
Yeah, the one thing about Yone is that you want to be really wary of his early game, because he could just bully you, he could just, using his spirit form, he could just engage you, and you can't do much as that lethal tempo as well. He's just almost a lane bully as Moondragon is in the lane. Spirit Cleave is going to find that shield. Scatter the Weak is going to push them away, but it's not enough for a kill here. As now here in the top lane, that Darius is going to be shoving in. And now the red side is also shoving in here as well. And Maokai, he did start top. He did full clear top. He is going to be on that in that bot lane jungle. But I don't think he can really do much here. That wave is way too pushed in. As Achilles does have a level 4, is going to find a pull onto positive thinking. But that shield, that turtle form is too big. As Gengar is going to try to go in, but Scatter the Weak pushes him away.
We still get
Not
to
enough
stab
time.
off. That's honestly. Oh no way!
Flash Spirit Cleave.
Ah.
Okay, so both flashes are going to be used there. I predicted a Spirit Cleave and I shouted it out too early as Achilles is going to get ganked here. Moondragon is going to stun and knock him up. That's just going to be first blood going to positive thinking here.
Well, there's a response though.
As Padoru here in the mid lane, Gengar is going to have to dash away. Is going to be safe. Oh, a lot of action coming here from both sides.
Yes, right from the get-go, just ganks happening left and right. Moondragon and Padoru trying to do what they can to give their teams an advantage somehow, some way. But the pressure's on Alamo right now. They're down a game. If they lose this, they're out for the. I'm pretty sure they're out of the tournament.
Yeah, in Tomato Cuties, they already have a plate at 4 minutes.
This is what you want out of this Caitlyn Lux, honestly. If you're not getting plates as a Caitlyn Lux, you're effectively trolling yourselves. And they're doing just that, as they're...
Yeah, the reason why that Caitlyn Lux is so good is because you could just put those cheeky traps on that in the turret, and they can't see it. And you just get free damage.
Moondragon's looking for something. I assume he hasn't been spotted by that ward, but Gengar's gonna let Q push. Moondragon actually uses the flash.
Is gonna knock Lin. Does find the stun and.
Oh, that's not supposed to happen.
Lin just finds the kill. Lin just finds the kill on Moondragon.
A little bit of an ambitious play though, coming in from Moondragon, but not quite too sure on the flash to get over the Raptor's wall. Could have used the Q instead. But I guess Moondragon just wanted to guarantee the knock-up hitting from this Q, but then again, that's like next to negligible in terms of CC.
Yeah. I feel like he also could have just walked over. And maybe
that's also true, but...
Yeah.
He just wanted to get that surprise factor, you know,
Yeah.
to catch him off guard. But unfortunately, things just didn't go that way. Moondragon tanked one too many turret shots and ended up going down.
Yeah, and let's look at this Syndra here in the mid lane. I think she's playing her lane really well, even though she is down in CS. Oh, because look at that. As Gengar is trying to go in, Lin can just use the Scatter the Weak and push him away, completely stopping his engage. And that has saved her so many times, and she's able to keep herself alive because of that. She
Ooh,
does have the
Dragon's
level
oh
disadvantage.
no! Wait! Padoru. He's made this mistake in game number 1 where he just goes in and tries to solo the dragon without any lane priority, but this time he has a team.
It's like Kaisa and Frozen Fish are here to help. And I think that's just going to be first Drake going over
Yeah,
Tomato Cuties.
relatively early as well. There's still a minute left before Herald spawns. So this is pretty good timing coming in from Tomato Cuties.
Positive thinking.
Oh,
Does find the stun, takes a tower shot, goes into turtle form. Ghost is going to be popped. Oh no, that's not Ghost. That's the
Oh, whoa, wait, Padoru!
Oh wow. Padoru is going to have to flash out of there. Lives with 1 HP.
I'm surprised he got out of that, honestly.
Yeah.
I just
I
want
was
to say
expecting a kill
the empowered turtle form from Positive Thinking is just so damn strong. Like the healing that comes out of it is just it's enough to keep yourself alive in lane. It's kind of insane, like the amount of healing it does. And
Yeah, and not to mention it also gives you a big shield, so
yeah,
even just 1 Q could be tanked by Positive Thinking. The wards are going to be spotted out. They are getting pretty risky here as that karma damage is just insane. That's a support, by the way. She just almost did a fraction of that Lux's health. As now level 6 is going to be popped by Tomato
they need to be
Cuties.
careful
Both are
here.
hitting it.
Yeah, right now Herald should probably be the main priority right now for both of these teams. Moondragon hanging around. I assume he's getting that Scuttle Crab right now. Padoru also in the area, but not quite sure if they are ready to. Oh, Gengar. Can't get too low.
Find that stun.
You can't get too low. Moondragon's here for a gank part 2. Gengar's
Glacial
here.
Person connects. Spirit Cleave goes, and Lin is going to have to use that ultimate here. It's so incredibly low. Moondragon just can't do enough damage for the kill, though.
Uh-oh.
And that Syndra just gets away, and now...
Meanwhile, yeah, Poison Water just kind of explodes. Full combo coming in from the Caitlyn and the Lux. Not enough for Karma to survive. What I think he wasn't in range for a for an exhaust angle.
Yeah, but the ult was used by Frozen Fish, and now they're just gonna take another plate here. As now both junglers are in the top side, I think they do want to fight for this Rift Herald. As Padoru.
Oh yeah, Twinching Q again surviving another gank coming in from Moondragon. Moondragon did everything right, honestly. Landed the Glacial Prison, landed essentially everything you needed to, but Gengar, I'm not entirely sure if he had the ultimate available, but he definitely could have used it to try to secure the kill onto Lynching Q, but...
Yeah, and I feel like it's just a mistimed E from that Yone. Every time that he's trying to go in, it always expires just at the last second. As he's going to be able to chunk out a lot of damage on that Syndra. Positive Thinking goes for a stun, is going to be pulled in by Achilles. He's taking huge damage, but that turtle form is just too OP.
It's so dumb. It's so dumb. That's why I like it. It's fun.
Oh, Poison Water stops their backs.
I definitely made at least three players go clinically insane just for playing with your top, but that's a whole other
100%.
story. Anyway. Yeah, Dragon coming up in a minute. Padoru already in someone in the area. Positive Thinking pops the Ghost.
They both pop ghost. Achilles is running away. He knows that they're coming up for a gank here, but it's not enough. Ignite is also going to be used, and he just gets away safely. And they do have a Rift Herald angle here, but
Padoru has Nature's Grasp.
does have ult. Final Spark is not going to find anyone. Both are going to be rooted, though. As now that Karma is going to be killed.
Oh, does
Crystal
Crystallis go
Alex
down? No.
lives on 1 HP from the ace in the hole. But Padoru wants more.
Padoru's fast.
He's just going to throw that into the bush, but oh, it goes for the minion and not Ezreal. Unlucky.
Oh, that's awkward. Oh, meanwhile, up on the top side, positive thinking. He's running low on mana. He can't really tank for a whole lot. We'll use the Impurity to get out. Yeah, Dragon is available, but on the side of Alamo, that bot tower is no longer available.
Yeah, but not to fret because Moondragon was actually able to secure that Rift Herald, but now it looks like they're going to trade it for that Drake.
They do. Alamo has time to respond to this. They could just walk over and try to contest it, but they're going to choose not to. Unless Poison Water does something outlandishly... Okay. Smite is good. That's
the
good.
Smite was available. Gengar misses the Fate Sealed onto that Syndra. And is not able to get anything. Instantly ease back. And now he's out of an ultimate, but that doesn't matter since all the objectives, there are no objectives to take right now. Sky of the Week finds a stun. Fate, Power Unleashed is going to be used.
No flash on the Syndra.
And that's going to be Syndra taken away from the gank from Moondragon. And now Gengar is up 1 kill.
That was much needed on the side of Alamo. Gengar needs to get ahead, needs to be relevant during this entire game. And this is the first step.
Gengar is their win condition. They do have Rift Herald. They're also going to be able to put some gold into the pockets of the bot laners. But Padoru is here. We might actually see a fight, I think. But Moondragon is backing.
Nothing gonna happen in that bot side. The Herald will get that push off. Top lane is just essentially a wet noodle fight. Good stun coming in from Winchin Q. But the trade is still pretty even.
That Yone getting that kill there is just going to be able to give them a little bit of breathing room here. That Yone is really their win condition. As I think he is building that Kraken Slayer first into the Hullbreaker here. Clearing out some vision. No plates taken by either mid laner, however. So yeah, I just think here that for Alamo, the win condition is that Yone, and he's going to be really valuable in the late game, especially for the late game engages. The only other engage that they really have is that Sejuani. So if Sejuani does miss out on the Glacial Prison, the next best option is that Fate Sealed. Now Padoru is in the area of positive thinking, but Moondragon is here, knocked up. As he's going to get stunned, Ignite is going to go off, Flash forced. As now here in the mid lane, it looks like Fate Sealed was used onto that Syndra, but nothing comes out of that.
Oh my god.
As huge damage going onto Achilles for positive thinking. A TP is coming in, and now Achilles is going to ult. Glacial Prison doesn't hit. Gengar is in the area. Is going to have to E out of there because he's in trouble. Because
oh my god.
Huge damage from that Darius. Double kill. Is gonna flash out. I think he survives. A TP coming in.
Oh my god.
Poison Water misses that ability. And now Padoru is here. Lynching Q is also here. They just get another kill. That's 3 kills on the side of Tomato Cuties.
Oh,
what an impressive display.
My god.
Darius is just so unbalanced. Oh my goodness. What an insane play by Achilles.
That was big damage from positive thinking, but Achilles, god damn.
Yeah,
he does even more damage. able to get the
I thought
maximum
he was dead
able to
there.
just barely get maximum stacks on that Udyr, was able to dunk him, gets the reset, gets maximum stacks on the Sedge as well, thanks to that ultimate kill. And then he just started dunking and gives him a double, gives him a stride breaker, and he lives. Absolutely.
Yeah, Gengar gonna find the
insane.
knockup onto Frozen Fish. Is gonna chunk out. And that was just a really good play by Achilles. I really thought he was gonna die there. He was 1 HP, but that healing from the Q.
But in all seriousness, that
Now
was
they're
really well
going at
played.
it
Oh my
again.
god, positive thinking. What is that? The attacks be coming in from the Q stance.
Positive thinking going for revenge here. Brings him down to 1/4 health.
Apart
Now
from
we
the
just
double
forced
kill,
him back
Achilles is only slightly ahead now. Now has the tier 2
Yeah.
boost compared to Udyr's tier 1.
Scatter the Weak finds Crystal Alex. Not going to be able to use that ultimate though. He is going to live to see another day as now Dragon's coming up in about 15 seconds. And I think Achilles is backing for that, but if he does, positive thinking will just take that tower here. So it is going to be a 4v4 because neither of those top laners have TP.
And
And it
we'll
looks
see
like
who
they
gets a
both
jump
want
in.
this break. Moondragon is
They're
rooted.
kind of forced to be in this river. Look at the Caitlyn traps. Crystal X is going to pop one, praying he doesn't get headshot.
Yeah, and just look at those traps.
Oh
So
my
oppressive.
God, another
A root is
root.
going to be found. Final Spark takes Moondragon to no health. And now Glacial Prison
Ooh.
hits, and Fate Sealed not enough. That's just a
Face
double
Seal
kill
just
going on to...
yeah, the Face Seal just whiffed. Everyone on Tomato Cuties was able to just space themselves out, prevent themselves from getting absolutely AoE down, and just like that, sole point. When can you miss it? 18 minutes in.
Yeah, and it's the same story from last game as well. Tomato Cuties are just so good at getting objectives here and playing as a team for these objectives. They're already 3 Drakes up, and every time Alamo tried to contest, they always lose out in the end. Now it looks like they're going for Rift Herald as well, trying to use their pressure to their advantage. As they can't really contest here. Moondragon is in the area. He has no ult, but he does have upgraded
Oh wait,
smite.
positive thing pop Ghost here. But he's going to get
And
immediately slowed by that Stride Breaker.
Stride Breaker is just gonna crush all of his hopes and dreams as he knows that the whole enemy team is in the topside river.
I think Poison Water's just dead.
Poison Water, is gonna be
Yeah, he's
picked
just
out
dead.
by that Syndra. Now that Syndra already has her Liandry's Anguish, she's gonna back here, I think, unless she cancels it, but she just has so much gold and so much power. Like, she already has that completed item. And it's just so valuable on the side of Tomato Cuties here. Now blue team, their tower is going to be destroyed in their face. They were trying to stop the minions from doing it, but now I feel like they're running out of options once again. I mean, they're only down 3k gold. It is possible for them to win, but this Syndra in the mid lane is just so oppressive. As if we look here in the minimap, we can actually see Gengar hiding out in that bush right there.
Oh, he might look for a play here, but Glinching Q does have
Might
that.
look for a pick.
He has subs. Oh, an
Scatter the
early
Weak
flash.
does not hit. Fate Sealed is good. Unleashed Power not enough as Gengar gets a pick. That's a 700 gold bounty going onto that Yone. That is exactly what they needed right here. If he finishes that Hull Breaker, it could turn the tide.
Very well could, and honestly, really well played by Gengar there, waiting out the flash, waiting for Lynching Q to get a little scared, and then pops the Fate Sealed, which essentially just secures the kill. And a shutdown, and a lot of gold.
He is going to be able to get that back. Finishes the Hull Breaker, actually. And he's going to be able to split push and kind of get objectives. Last game, they weren't able to get a single turret, I don't think. And now it looks like they're switching the script here. As Baron is live. But Gengar, he does have TP available. I think he wants to keep pushing out this wave here. And if a fight does occur, he does have that TP. But both mid laners have TP. And now it's just a matter of time for this Baron to be taken. As this Kaisa, not Kaisa, aggressive positioning, I feel, did
Oh, wait a
overextend a little
minute.
bit. As Frozen Fish is going to be caught out. Glacial Prison doesn't quite connect to anyone, but does get a slow on to Frozen Fish. And now with that pick, that's just going to enable them to take that Baron here.
Yeah, four people in the pit right now. Gengar wanting to go for a play, gets a knockup down, but
Finds two.
it's all just poke. This is all just poke. It's all just a ruse. He's just trying to distract many Cuties from this Baron. Already down to 5k. We'll see if they'll be able to take this.
As now Achilles gets another kill here. Moondragon is in trouble.
Uh-oh.
Achilles does have his ultimate. Isn't gonna use it quite yet, but he flashes in. It is gonna go. Doesn't get the kill here. I don't think it resets.
What's going on?
But now, Tomato Cuties are just gonna wipe them all out. That is not what they wanted at all.
Something definitely went wrong. Yep.
The
Yep.
game has been paused.
Yep. Chris Alex disconnected. I don't know when it happened. It might be a little bit of a mistiming here on our end. So we're not entirely too sure when this disconnect happened. If it did happen in the middle of that team fight, that was incredibly unlucky.
Yeah, it really is, but I feel like, yeah, that looked so good on the side of Alamo. I feel like if they were able to secure that,
there was a play. They got the early pick onto Frozen Fish. That just meant an early 4v5 advantage on the side of Alamo. That was a perfect opportunity, but right now, considering how behind they are, 30 what, 5k gold down? And they're gonna be down even more once this Baron goes down.
Yeah, 3 Drakes down. They're also lower in stat wise, so that was just an unfortunate turn of events. I really expected Alamo here as Gengar. He was able to zone them off pretty well because he was able to get a double knockup
Yeah, and then
onto that
on the
Caitlyn.
side, I think during the chase coming in from Too Many Cuties, try to get as many kills as possible. Gengar tries to look for a pick onto the Caitlyn. Flash Q3 onto Kaisa, and just wasn't able to get the kill down. Kaisa just popped him in the head.
Yeah, and especially that Darius, he was able to deal out an amazing amount of damage. He did have to use his flash and ghost to find that kill and onto Moondragon, but it wasn't enough to get him that reset. So he lost out on a lot of damage there, but it's not like they were able to re-engage anyways. But overall, a really good play by Achilles.
And
So we are
hopefully this issue gets resolved soon. Not entirely too sure when this will be resolved.
Yeah, and Drake is up in 40 seconds, so they could either back or run straight there, but I don't know. I don't think um that Alamo, they don't have many options here cuz that Yone, their win condition isn't performing as good as we want him to in order for them to win that game. He does have two items, but once he gets that IE, that's when he'll really start doing damage. The reason why he wasn't able to kill that Caitlyn there was simply because he doesn't have IE finished. He doesn't have that the 100% crit power spike that you get from building IE. So yeah, really unfortunate. But I think that because of Yone's farming ability, his ability to just hyperform, kind of just AFK hyperform and build that, he really can be their secret weapon here as we get later into the game. So it's not quite over. I mean, it's only a 4K 5K gold lead here for Tomato Cuties. It's still possible for them to come back. But if they do, it might be a
it's gonna be
40-minute game.
very,
Yeah.
very hard.
And
It'll
we are
be
getting news that the
we're
PC is starting.
we're getting there. We're slowly making our way back into this game. But right now we do need it. Yeah, like Alamo. In summary, had a pick, had a Baron play. Baron play went flat, and we'll see how they play this out. Because right now they were looking good in the early game, but
Yeah.
suddenly now you look at the scoreboard and it's not so much in Alamo's favor.
Yeah,
And
and can we just talk about how great of a series Fedora is having? This guy is just such a team player. He's able to use those nature's crafts so insanely well in every single team fight, and he's just able to secure objective. It's almost like he has priority over every single one. And honestly, if we do have POGs, he is my POG or POS player of the series. Espador is just putting in numbers here.
Yeah, his KD I think was like 1-0 and 11 I think in game number 1. So right now
Yeah.
it's looking about to be trending the same way. And yeah, like you said, definitely somehow has a priority over every objective. I mean, we can see it right now. Like 3 dragons, Soul Point, now taking
Yeah.
Baron. Well, they didn't have priority at first for Baron. So does that really count?
I mean,
Does that really count?
he did have a soul sweep in the first game, and it looks like that might be the same story here. But they did not have priority on that first Baron, but they were able to retake it. They were able to they were able to take that.
And yeah, we've been sitting here for a bit. Really, I don't know. Like, hmm,
A light 7 minutes.
this is like this is definitely a bad spot for Alamo to be because right now you just need to think like what the hell do you guys need to do in order to get back into this? Because right now it's a bit of a
Yeah,
yikes.
because if that soul does go over to Team Cuties, that's just gonna make it so much harder for them. With the Baron buff combined with that Infernal Soul, and then they won't even be able to contest Elder Drake. I don't think it's all just like really out of reach. I feel like the path is clear for Tomato Cuties here. And they've just played overall a really well series because they just play as a team. They're able to utilize all the CC. Like nothing is wasted, I feel. Um, yeah.
Slowly but surely. I hope we're getting to this to the point where we actually watch some gameplay. But for now, it's just we're just sitting here, sitting pretty. One day it'll get there. Any minute now. Oh boy. Did
So,
anything funny happen as of recent?
what do you mean?
Just like in your own like I guess current events in terms of recently.
Uh, you know, you know what? I tried quitting League of Legends,
Oh
but
god. That
this
that's really funny.
yeah, but this game, I just can't seem to escape its vice grips onto me because I was good for 4 days, and then suddenly, as I was making breakfast, the intense urge to play Nautilus mid just hit me.
All right, what? Wait. Wait a minute.
Yeah,
That's
I don't know. Like playing off meta is just so fun. That's why I love to see it in every kind of game. Like that Urgot support last game. Oh man, I was so excited to watch that.
that was definitely an honestly that was definitely an interesting pick on a pick though, but like
Yeah. What are your thoughts on off meta picks in
I don't
solo
know.
duo?
It really depends, honestly. If you know how to cook on that champion or in that role in general,
Oh no, I was cooking.
then
I
then
was
then
cooking.
I'm gonna let you cook. But if you're doing that kind of shenanigans and you're not popping off,
That is
obviously
true.
I'm gonna be a little concerned. Both for my elo and your mental, you know? Like how do you play
Yeah.
that many games and not do so well on all those games? I don't know. Off meta, I mean, it's cool seeing weird picks, but seeing weird picks pop off is a whole other thing. Like, I don't know. Like, do I even dare say AD top lane is
Oh.
off meta? I can't. I don't know if it's like actually meta. I don't know if it's actually off meta, but I don't know.
Did you see Zhao Hu in the finals? He tried to do
Yeah.
ADR mid,
Yep.
and he
He
ended up
tried,
selling his
and then he
items.
went.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he went full AP instead, which is a bit of a weird move, but
Yeah,
you
I
know.
think it put him pretty behind, but T1 was gonna wipe them anyways. I
It
always
was clean. It was a clean sweep, honestly.
I always had
It
hope.
really didn't matter if Faker whiffed all those charms. No, we don't talk about that.
Did you see the oh,
Oh
here
shit.
we are back in the game
Yeah.
as now
Anyway,
good.
yeah, we're gonna
Anyways,
no more worlds talk. We're gonna go back into the game. Good enough. We will.
oh,
This is probably the longest Baron take I've ever seen.
um, is it frozen for you too?
It is frozen. I think we give it a minute. It should be back by eventually. Usually it
Oh
comes
my
back.
goodness.
Usually it comes back. It might be like the
Oh,
yeah,
there it
yeah,
is.
there we go. Yeah, it's usually the residual effects of the pause. And now we are back. And yeah, Tomato Cuties, after what seemed like 10 minutes, we'll get the
Yep.
Baron. And I hope Moondragon gets back into the game relatively soon, because there is a bit of a technical problem coming in.
A summoner has reconnected.
Okay, he does reconnect, and now Tomato Cuties are marching their way towards that Infernal Drake. Are gonna get the soul, I think, as
Yeah,
Gengar's gonna get the
immediate question
2P.
marks. Yes, immediate question marks
Yeah,
coming in onto Gengar.
he
What?
is just pushing top.
What is he cooking with top lane when the opposing team has Baron? There's really not much you can do here. Maybe he gets that top lane tier 2, but the
Yeah,
timing is just gonna be really awkward.
Gengar is just gonna try to solo kill this Darius here. Takes huge damage, but he's just gonna have to back off.
Yeah, relatively even trade thanks to that Hull Breaker. That Hull Breaker is
Yeah,
honestly keeping him alive with that extra resistances.
yeah, but look at that Darius. He has 2 cloth armor right now. I think he wants to build Bramble Vest for that extra healing on that Udyr, which we saw in that turtle form. As now, Lin is going to be able to push in that bot wave as Moondragon is the only one to match. Is just taking huge damage. Scout of the Week connects. Is going to be brought down to really low health, but not enough as that cannon minion is just going to chip away at that bot tier 2.
Crystalix is still, whoa, wait, what's going on?
A summoner
Everyone on, Alamo's buffering. What's going
Yeah,
on?
everyone just disconnecting.
Did the dorm suddenly lose, internet access? Did the whole apartment complex suddenly lose, internet access? What's going on?
Check his PayPal, guys.
I don't know what's going
We're
on.
win
It's either
trading.
that or we have a DDoS problem, but I don't want to deal with that because that would be a whole different story.
Yeah, Glacial Prison was used. Fate Seal is gonna find Kaisa. Not enough damage, like I said.
Lynch
He
and
needs
Q.
that IE.
Look at
as
Lynch and
now,
Q.
coming in from that flank, Nature's Grasp is gonna find one, and Power Unleashed is gonna kill another. Now Lynch and Q is just playing such an amazing game here. As here in the top lane, Positive Thinking is 2 levels under, but is somehow matching the damage.
He somehow is, but yep, he's gonna get shut down.
And
I
Noxie
think
and Guillotine.
this might be a done and dusted game. What seemed like a
Yeah.
good early game on the side of Alamo quickly pulled back in favor of Tomato Cuties. And they will swiftly 2-0 Alamo.
Yeah, it looks like they're just gonna take game 2 here, and that's gonna be the end of the series. Unless Gengar, he is back, as now Lynching Q is also back. He had to use CP to get there. Gengar and the Poison Water are the sole fighters trying to stop them from destroying their Nexus, but down it goes. As Tomato
been on-
Cuties take the
bit of-
W.
A little bit unlucky on the side of Alamo. Suddenly everyone just started disconnecting. I don't know what that was about. I've never seen that happen before. So, but
Yeah,
in the end, it's still going to be a clean 2-0 for Tomato Cuties.
a penalty applied to Crystal Alex for being a lever.
Huh. I mean, if it was an internet issue, then what can you do? Like,
Yeah.
nothing. There's really like not a whole lot that you can really do in that situation. But in the end, it's going to be Tomato Cuties moving on to the second round of Fireside. I'll quickly bring up who they're going to be playing into. I have no idea. Gonna be yes. Yeah, they're gonna be up against Rutgers based department. I have no idea when that's gonna happen. There will be a best of 3 tomorrow in this either the second round or the first round. I'm not entirely too sure just yet, but it will happen at 10 p.m. If you want to go see it in person, come to College Ave Student Center at
It is.
10 p.m. I have no idea if I will be there, but sure Mark here will be.
I will be there. I will be casting in person. I'm gonna be wearing a suit, so if anyone wants to see me in a suit, I will be there, um, dressed in the finest threads to
Oh
cast in
shoot.
person.
All right. But yeah,
So,
other than that, I think that really is it from us, honestly. Like, nothing really much else to cover. Clean 2-0 sweep coming in from uh, Tomato Cuties, and they will move on. And with that, I think that'll be it from us for tonight. We hope to see you guys tomorrow for another best of 3 match.